Hello guys, welcome to Mama V, your go-to channel for trending news, breaking updates, celebrity gist and social media stories. Please do not forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you never miss a trendy story. Thank you guys.
Something very serious is happening in the northern part of Nigeria right now. And the way events are unfolding has made many people stop, ask questions, and pay close attention. Reports coming in show that foreign military involvement has entered a new phase, and it is changing the conversation around security, safety, and what the future may look like for communities affected by long-standing violence. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any important update as this story continues to develop. What people are talking about is the reported airstrikes carried out against armed camps in parts of northern Nigeria. These strikes are being described as highly targeted actions aimed at extremist groups operating in remote forest areas. According to the information available, these locations have been used for planning attacks, moving weapons, and hiding fighters who have caused fear in nearby towns and villages for years. Please like this video and subscribe because understanding this story clearly matters. For a long time, residents in these areas have lived with uncertainty. Some wake up not knowing if the road will be safe, if farms can be reached, or if schools can open. When news broke that foreign forces had carried out airstrikes, reactions were mixed. Some people felt relief, believing strong action might finally reduce the threat. Others felt fear, worried about what increased military activity could bring. Please like and subscribe because we will keep breaking this down in simple, clear English. One important thing to understand is that these strikes are being linked to cooperation between Nigeria and international partners. They are described as intelligence-based operations, meaning specific locations were chosen after surveillance and information gathering. The targets were reported to be armed groups connected to extremist networks, not ordinary civilians. This distinction is very important and it cannot be overstated. Please like this video and subscribe because facts matter more than rumors. However, once such news reaches the public, emotions rise quickly. On social media, people began using strong words, sometimes blaming entire communities or ethnic groups. This is where problems start. An ethnic group is not a criminal organization. Criminals and extremists hide among communities, but that does not define those communities. Please like and subscribe because this channel focuses on clarity, not confusion. People living close to the affected areas described loud sounds, fear, and confusion in the first moments. Some did not even know what was happening until hours later. Imagine being in a quiet village and suddenly hearing aircraft overhead. For many residents, it was shocking. This is why communication and accurate information are very important during moments like this. Please like this video and subscribe to stay informed. Security experts say that airstrikes alone cannot solve insecurity. They can weaken armed groups, destroy camps, and disrupt movement. But lasting peace also needs ground operations, community trust, intelligence sharing, and economic opportunities. Without these, groups may scatter, relocate, or change tactics. Please like and subscribe because this part of the story is just as important as the strikes themselves. Another issue people are discussing is sovereignty. When foreign forces operate inside a country, citizens naturally want to know who approved it and why. Nigerian authorities have said cooperation is part of broader security efforts to deal with threats that cross borders. The Sahel region has long struggled with weapons flow and militant movement, and Nigeria is not isolated from this reality. Please like this video and subscribe for continued explanation. There is also a humanitarian angle. Even when civilians are not targeted, military activity can disrupt daily life. Markets may close temporarily. Travel may reduce. Fear can spread. This is why leaders must balance strong security action with clear communication and support for affected communities. Please like and subscribe because this story affects real people, not just headlines. Some analysts believe these strikes send a strong message to armed groups that their hideouts are no longer safe. Others warn that such actions may provoke retaliation if not followed by strong local security presence. This is the delicate balance Nigeria faces right now. Please like this video and subscribe so we can follow every step of this story together. As the situation develops, more questions are coming up. Will there be more strikes? Will Nigerian forces increase operations on the ground? Will communities receive more protection afterward? These are the questions Nigerians are asking every day. Please like and subscribe because updates can come at any time. One thing is clear: misinformation can make a tense situation worse. Old videos, unrelated images, and exaggerated claims can spread fear very fast. That is why viewers are advised to rely on verified information and calm analysis. Please like this video and subscribe because this channel is committed to responsible storytelling. The broader issue remains insecurity in the Northwest. For years, armed groups have taken advantage of difficult terrain, weak border control, and local grievances. Any serious solution must address all these factors together. Airstrikes may be part of the solution, but they are not the whole solution. Please like and subscribe for continued insight. People also want to know how this affects Nigeria's international image. Foreign involvement always draws global attention. How Nigeria manages this phase will shape future cooperation, investment confidence, and regional leadership. Please like this video and subscribe to stay ahead of the conversation. As we speak, communities are watching closely. Families want peace. Farmers want to return to their land. Traders want safe roads. Students want uninterrupted schooling. These basic desires remind us what is truly at stake beyond politics and military strategy. Please like and subscribe because this story is about lives and livelihoods. Going forward, Nigerians should expect more official statements, possible military briefings, and reactions from different stakeholders. Each new development will add another layer to this story. Please like this video and subscribe so you don't miss any important update. Now, after the initial reports of the strikes, attention shifted to what happens after such operations. This is where many past security efforts have failed, not just in Nigeria, but in other countries as well. When camps are hit from the air, armed groups often do not disappear completely. Instead, they change their movement, they split into smaller units, and they try to blend into areas where civilians live. This makes the next phase very sensitive. Please like this video and subscribe so we can keep explaining this calmly. Communities near forest areas often become nervous after such events. People start watching strangers closely. Movement becomes cautious. In some places, people may even avoid traveling at night or opening shops early. This fear is understandable, and it is why authorities must quickly reassure citizens and strengthen local security presence. Please like and subscribe because security is not just about weapons, it is also about trust. Another important part of this story is intelligence. These strikes were said to be intelligence-led, which means information came from surveillance, informants, or tracking of movement over time. This raises questions Nigerians often ask quietly. Who is giving information? How accurate is it? And how is it verified? Intelligence is powerful, but when it is wrong, the consequences can be serious. Please like this video and subscribe because these are the details people rarely talk about openly. We must also talk about the psychological impact. When people hear that foreign military aircraft can strike camps deep inside forests, it sends a strong signal to armed groups. It tells them that their movements are being watched. At the same time, it sends a signal to civilians that the conflict has reached a level where international involvement is visible. This can create both hope and anxiety at the same time. Please like and subscribe for continued balanced analysis. Some Nigerians have asked whether this means Nigeria is losing control of its security. Others believe it shows Nigeria is strengthening partnerships to face complex threats. The truth often sits somewhere in between. Modern security challenges cross borders, especially in regions affected by instability. Cooperation does not automatically mean weakness, but it must always be guided by national interest. Please like this video and subscribe to stay informed. There is also the issue of long-term peace. Military action can create space, but peace is built when that space is filled with development, justice, and opportunity. If areas cleared of armed camps are left empty, history shows that new groups may move in. Roads, schools, healthcare, and jobs matter just as much as military success. Please like and subscribe because peace is not achieved by force alone. Public reaction has been intense. Some people praise strong action, others worry about escalation. What is important now is calm discussion. Strong words, ethnic blame, or emotional accusations can create new problems that last longer than the original conflict. Nigeria is diverse, and unity is essential during moments like this. Please like this video and subscribe for responsible storytelling. As days go by, more unofficial stories may emerge. Some will be true, some will be half true, and some will be completely false. This is why it is important to wait for confirmation before believing everything you see online. Fear spreads faster than facts, especially during security operations. Please like and subscribe because clarity saves lives. Another angle people are watching is how armed groups respond. Historically, after major pressure, some groups go quiet for a while. Others attempt to show strength through attacks or threats. This period after a strike is often unpredictable. Security agencies usually increase alert levels during this time. Please like this video and subscribe so you understand why certain measures may increase. Let's also talk about the families affected indirectly. Even if no civilian homes are hit, the atmosphere of fear affects children, the elderly, and vulnerable people the most. Schools may close temporarily. Parents may keep children indoors. These are real effects that do not always make headlines. Please like and subscribe because real life matters more than drama. Another concern is misinformation created deliberately to cause panic. Old conflict videos from other countries are sometimes shared as if they happened yesterday. This can cause unnecessary fear and anger. Viewers should always check sources and timing. Please like this video and subscribe because this channel focuses on calm truth, not viral fear. As this situation unfolds, Nigerians should also pay attention to official communication. Clear and timely information reduces speculation. Silence creates space for rumors. Authorities must speak clearly, and citizens must listen carefully. Please like and subscribe because informed citizens make stronger nations. Looking ahead, security experts say the next few weeks are important. What happens after the strikes will determine whether this action leads to improvement or simply becomes another chapter in a long conflict. Follow-up operations, community engagement, and protection of civilians will matter greatly. Please like this video and subscribe for ongoing updates. After events like this, attention slowly moves away from the strikes themselves and focuses on the consequences. In many past cases, once camps are disrupted, armed groups begin to test security by probing nearby roads, villages, and border routes. This does not always mean immediate violence, but it often means increased tension. People become alert. Local leaders begin to communicate quietly with security agencies. Please like this video and subscribe so you understand why communities act this way after such developments. Another issue is displacement. Even when people are not directly affected, fear can push families to move temporarily to safer areas. Some may stay with relatives, others may avoid farms or forests for weeks. This affects food supply, income, and daily survival. These silent effects are rarely discussed, yet they shape how people experience security operations. Please like and subscribe, because these human details matter. There is also the question of accountability. Nigerians want assurance that operations are conducted carefully and responsibly. Transparency builds confidence. When people trust that their safety is being considered, cooperation improves. When trust is missing, silence and fear take over. Please like this video and subscribe, because trust is the backbone of security. We also need to talk about regional implications. Armed groups in the northwest do not operate in isolation. Their movement is linked to wider instability across the Sahel. When pressure increases in one area, fighters may try to move across borders or form new alliances. This is why cooperation among countries is often discussed in security circles. Please like and subscribe, because Nigeria's security does not exist in a vacuum. At the same time, there is a cultural dimension. Communities in affected areas have lived together for generations. Conflict disrupts social bonds. Suspicion grows. People who once shared markets and festivals may begin to see each other differently. This social damage can last long after violence ends. Please like this video and subscribe, because healing society is just as important as restoring order. Some voices have called for dialogue alongside security action. While dialogue does not work with every group, community-based engagement can reduce recruitment and prevent young people from being drawn into violence. Education, mentorship, and economic support play a major role here. Please like and subscribe, because prevention is always better than reaction. Another thing Nigerians are watching is how this situation is being discussed internationally. Foreign media attention can influence how the country is perceived. Responsible reporting and careful language help prevent misunderstanding. Nigerians deserve to have their reality represented fairly. Please like this video and subscribe for balanced perspectives. As days pass, the immediate shock fades, but the underlying questions remain. Will people feel safer? Will attacks reduce? Will roads open? These practical signs matter more than statements. Citizens measure success by what they experience daily. Please like and subscribe, because we focus on real outcomes, not empty words. It is also important to remember that security personnel are humans too. Many are deployed far from their families, working long hours under stress. Their safety and morale affect how operations are carried out. Supporting them with proper equipment, training, and welfare is crucial. Please like this video and subscribe, because a strong system protects everyone. Some experts warn against expecting quick miracles. Insecurity that has developed over years cannot disappear overnight. Progress often comes in stages, with setbacks along the way. Patience, consistency, and community involvement are key. Please like and subscribe, because realistic expectations reduce disappointment. As the situation develops, citizens are encouraged to stay alert but calm. Panic helps no one. Sharing unverified information can cause harm. Responsible citizenship is part of national security. Please like this video and subscribe, because awareness is power. At this point, we are still in the early phase of understanding the full impact of these events. More information will emerge. Reactions will evolve. Decisions will be made behind closed doors that will shape the future. Please like and subscribe so you stay informed every step of the way.